Shalom, Yashrala. This your brother Dawud coming back at you with the said truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for Yahweh and pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So real quick, I want to jump into this here lesson, which was inspired by something that, they were talking about on the radio this morning, and one thing that kind of stood out to me that made me kind of want to do this lesson was the main host of the show was a so-called black man, all right? Was basically saying, the radio station is pretty diverse or whatever, whatnot, but this is a hip hop station and so on and so forth. But he was saying that he was talking to some people, and a lot of people were saying, we need to, serve our own justice, take this into our own hands, and so on and so forth. So apparently, Jake got shot by two Edomites, a father and a son, and a third Edomite pretty much videotaped, and these guys hadn't been arrested, hadn't gone to court, and they pretty much in the backwoods Georgia type shit, and they all in all together, and they're not trying to prosecute them or whatever, whatnot. They're like, oh, basically because we can't get a grand jury right now because all that's closed down, so we can't even go and arrest them. Which, right after this, if you go through their website, there's another story on here about, basically a fight broke out at the Dollar General, right? And because this woman was told to put a mask on, and she didn't want to put the mask on, so they got into an argument. She left, came back with her husband and some other guy. They wound up shooting the Edomite, right? All three of them got arrested already. They didn't got picked up and everything, and that happened after this case. This is like 2 months later, and apparently it just started exploding because they started posting this on a lot of these celebrity pages. But nevertheless, this lesson is gonna be going into basically why why you're gonna start seeing Jake start rising up against Esau, man. All right, this is what is gonna eventually Jake is going to get tired of seeing this over and over and over again. And they're going to eventually take matters into their own hands, man. All the other times they would march and sing and so on and so forth. But now, Jake is pretty much tired of this shit, man. All right. It's to the point now where even Edomites are even tired of this shit, man. All right. So it says video of unarmed black man being fatally shot while jogging has been released. All right. Let me just read the story real quick because it's not long. It says a fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery was caught on camera. According to the reports, a 25-year-old black man was out jogging when he was chased and killed. The video has been released, prompting a call for a grand jury to review the case. Travis Michael, who shot him, has not been arrested or charged. He also happens to be the son of former district attorney investigator. All right. See, they pretty much all in all looking out for each other. Good old boys town. All right. Now here's the video real quick. What? Hold on. Real quick, some context. Jake, that you see jogging, he's just jogging around his neighborhood, which he's been jogging around the neighborhood. I think he's an athlete or something, like a football player or something. But he normally just jogs around his neighborhood, all right? But basically, you got these Edomites who you'll hear in a police call saying that they be robbing the houses that's under construction, all right? And it's like, oh, the houses aren't locked or anything like that. But, well, they don't put no appliances or anything inside the fucking house until they got the doors up and everything like that, so people don't go in there and steal them. You don't want to get a refrigerator, washer, and dryer stolen. Second of all, you don't see Jake running down the damn street with no washer and dryer on his back, man. They don't have no little small items and no houses that's being under construction or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. All right. And the truck in front of him is basically the two Edomites, the father and the son. They didn't already block the road, and you watching the camera view of the third Edomite. Oh, hold on. So I think they got the police call. Let me play this video. Apparently not. Salakia. And as you can kind of see, Jake don't even know what the fuck is going on. He's just jogging, see a car stop the middle of the road. He proceeds to jog around the car, and then is just brutally attacked by Esau. And Jake done been shot multiple times and still defending himself over here, fighting a dude off with a gun, getting shot. Now, he getting shot close. He done been shot like 2 or 3 times already. Every shot went off, pretty much hit him. All right. But Jake is just jogging around the neighborhood, You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is he? What do you think he's? What? Come on, man. He ain't got nothing in his goddamn hands, no bag or nothing like that. Not in no, I'm about to go steal in the broad daylight clothes or nothing like this. And plus, homeboy is well known in the neighborhood to be jogging around a damn block. All right, this is just what he does. Just like, you know, you see down here in Florida, you see in these Edomite neighborhoods, they jog every goddamn day around their blocks, man. But this happened to be a Jake. But Esau just out there set up already, man. See, this is what's going on right now, man. These Edomites are going stir crazy, and they taking all their anger out on Jake, man. All right, now they had the police call. That's what I heard on, I guess, on the radio. But they was like, oh, he's breaking into these houses. There's nothing in the houses or whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth. And then, you know, it was like, oh, we see him right now. He's running down the street. He's running. What is he doing? He's just running, you know. And then so Jake pretty much sets him up. They already posted in the middle of the road, blocked him off. Got the looks like the father in the back of the truck shooting off at the with the son down here fighting off Jake. Now Jake jogged around the truck, seeing Esau over here with the goddamn shotgun. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, kind of got spooked, and then it kind of went down. You know what I'm saying? He trying to fight dude off. You know what I'm saying? You see him swinging, and he's swinging while he getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for him. You see what I'm saying? This is how the fuck Esau does, man. You know, and then like the scriptures say, you know, one shall be stronger than the other one, man. Jake over here getting shot at close range, still battling it out with a nigga with a gun, man. You see what I'm saying? He done got shot multiple times close range, then he finally dropped, man. All right, and Esau had to be trying to hit him from a so-called distance. These guns are like you fighting from a distance, bro. Why didn't you just put your hands up and fight with him, man? There's two of y'all, you see? And Jake was fighting off both of y'all with guns, getting shot, bro. You know? But, hey, man, it's all good. Hey, actually, Esau, turn up, bro. Turn up. Genesis, we're going to start here in Genesis 49 and... 49 and 8. It says, Judah, who is the so-called Negroes. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. All right. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. You know, Judah is the head tribe. This is why, you know, when Judah get in line, the so-called black man get in line, all the other tribes is going to get in line up under them, man. All right. This is, you know, whenever you see any kind of like so-called uprisings with the tribes, it's always pretty much led by Judah, man, the so-called black man. All right. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? All right. And this is what's basically going to start rousing Jake up to the point to where they're going to start lashing back out. So it says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. All right. But nevertheless, you know, that's ultimately going into Yahushua, you know. But nevertheless, you know, this is a future prophecy, you know. Let me read the first verse. This is Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you which shall befall you in the last days. So this is pretty much you know, what we starting to see right now, man. All right, Judah is starting to be roused up, because beforehand with the Trayvon Martin and so on and so forth, man, they just wanted to march. The Dylan Roof situation, they shot up the damn church. They wanted to cry and forgive him. You know what I'm saying? What your boy name was? With the girl, the cop that shot the dude. Fuck, it was this Edomite chick rolled up into the wrong apartment and shot Jake dead. And then the brother, Botham Jean or whatever his name is, want to go over there, get on the stand and start crying like, I forgive you. Jesus forgives you. I just want to give her a hug. You know, that's still in that soft ass docile mind state, man. But now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, listening to the radio this morning, they was just, you know, this was like a really hard topic for them to talk about, because it's to the point now where, you know, they like, bruh, you know, the right thing, the so-called right thing to do is to march, protest, and go through the law, whatever, whatnot, you know. And it was all pretty much, you got like, you got Judah on the show, one of the Northern Kingdom tribes. I don't know if he's Issachar or one of the other so-called Latino tribes. And you got the chick, I don't know exactly what she is. She may be, she might be a Jake too, but I'm not sure from where. But nevertheless, you know, she kind of looked like, I don't know what she looked like, but that's regardless. But nevertheless, it's pretty much a hip-hop station. But nevertheless, they're like, you know, a lot of people talking about we should just take up arms, we should stand up and whatever, whatnot. They're like, we got to be careful what we say, because we don't want to incite nothing. But this is what it's all leading to, man. All right? So we're going to go from there to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. It says, therefore all they that devoured thee shall be devoured. All right? And who's the main nation well, first of all the nations devoured us. But who's the main nation that has devoured us? Esau, Edom. All right? Now, what's funny is right now the Most High is plaguing the Edomites the most. When you look at the so-called COVID victims by race, all right, it's actually these Edomites is dying off. Now they trying to sway the picture and make it seem like it's Jake, but Jake is the ones being killed in the hospital. All right, you got even these Edomite nurses. They had this Edomite nurse the other day that came out on World Star or whatever, whatnot, and was like confessing about how they killing off all these basically Jake patients, man. She pretty much work in the hood where there's a bunch of Latinos and Negroes out there, and they pretty much killing them. All right. It says there, Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee shall be given for a prey. Now, who has been preying on Jake, man? See, this is what you witnessed in this video, man. Jake just jogging around his own fucking block in his own neighborhood. He didn't just move to this neighborhood. He not new in the neighborhood. But Esau had that perpetual hatred for him. All right, so they went out looking for some shit. You got the father and the son who then loaded up with the gun. When Jake came around the block, the father was already in the back of the truck. The truck parked in the middle of the road, bro. The son is in front of in front of the truck, waiting outside the truck already. They wasn't just like, yo, they just seen Jake running up. They got scared and pulled out their guns to defend themselves. No, they was waiting for Jake. And then there was another Edomite that was driving around videotaping the whole shit, man. All right, they trapped them up, man. Judah basically Judah is like a prey unto Esau, man. Esau is the main predator, man. He coming through and devouring Jake, man, on all ends, man. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 14. And this is why we have scriptures like this, man. Isaiah 14:21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. It's over. Let me keep reading. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, and nephew, saith Yahweh, man. The Most High is about to exterminate you goddamn Edomites, man. All right? Salakia. You know, I don't want to get too overexcited for this shit and then they take down my video. But nevertheless, man, hey, you see, this is all the male seed line. You know, this is, you know, because you are who your father, well, you know, yeah, you are who your father is. You come from who your father is. So dealing with the male seed, all right, the males, you know, they the ones have the seed. It says, I will cut off the son, the remnant, the son, and the nephew. So basically all the males are going to be exterminated, man. But first they're going to have to serve 1,000 years in slavery, man. All right. Let me go to Ezekiel 25, man. Ezekiel 25, I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom, the so-called white man, has dealt against the house of Judah, so-called Negroes, by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them, man. You see, Judah wasn't doing shit but jogging around his own neighborhood. Some shit he doing on a daily basis, man. Something he doing on a daily basis, just jogging through his own neighborhood, man. And Esau's out there plotting and planning and devised a lie on him. Oh, yeah, he's breaking into these houses that's under construction. Okay, well, what the fuck do you see him stealing? If he running, it's not like he broke into this house, stole a washer and dryer, threw it in the back of his pickup truck, and speeding off. Okay, so if he did break into these houses that's under construction, what's inside the houses that he could pick up and put in his pockets and run off with, man? If they under construction and they ain't got no locks on the door, they ain't got no doors, because I done seen plenty of houses under construction with no doors or nothing. You just walk in them. But it ain't, you know, you only really got the walls, maybe the roof, and it's just straight brick. It ain't nothing in the house. There's no plumbing. There's no electrical wires. You can't even steal the electrical wires out the goddamn house, man. There ain't no air conditioning, no washing machine, no refrigerator. There's nothing inside the house still at that point, man. All right? And for insurance purposes, when they start putting appliances in those houses, you know, they want to put doors on them and locking them, man. All right? It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and cut off man and beast from it and make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, man. All right, because the Most High said this, man. Not because we say this, not because the so-called black man is angry and he want to rise up against these so-called white. No, it ain't about none of that, man. Because first of all, most Jakes asleep, they don't even understand what's really going the fuck on anyway, man. They see this and they docile anyway. No, but the Most High is pissed off at this. All right, Esau, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated, man. All right, the Most High is this is a flame that's blowing up in the Most High's face, man. He's angry every day at the wicked, man. Now it's about time to bring down that judgment, man. Right now, you know, we out here, how do I say, reading out his sentence, and the Most High he's actually bringing down the goddamn judgment on their ass, man. Again, look at the COVID-19, man. Look at all these goddamn Edomite nations, man. They all going bankrupt, man. All right, they all going to, all the economies is falling. These people is fucking scared and panicking and committing suicide left and right, man. All right, the husbands is beating the wives is leaving the husbands for Judah and shit like that, man. All right, the fathers is coming home and killing up the kids and the wife and everybody else and jumping off the goddamn building, man. Blowing their own brains out and calling the cops and telling them what they did, man. All right, the Most High is starting to do a number on these Edomites, man. All right, let me read that again. Well, let me reverse 13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power, man. All right. So when the Most High roused up Jake, man, all right, and starting with the head tribe Judah, so-called Negroes, man. Once Judah get turned the fuck up and let loose, man, it ain't no stopping Judah, bro. Man, Judah, literally, bro, you just go to WorldStar, man. Go to worldstar.com and look at goddamn hood fights, street fights, man. When you see Judah fighting other Judah, man, this is goddamn champions and warriors. This is what you dealing with, a tribe, man. You dealing with a nation of basically warriors, man. Judah finna come through and goddamn start devouring some shit, man. All right, you don't really want to see Judah. And you seen what Judah was over here doing. First of all, he over here jogging, minding his own business, got caught by surprise. All right, not knowing what the fuck going on, and started duking it out with these two damn Edomites with his guns, man. No fear in his heart. These Edomites had fear in their heart, man. They had to plan, plot, strategize, get a video camera, and so on and so forth, man. And roll up on them, man, and roadblock the road, got guns and two different gunners and shit like that. And Judah just jogging, probably listening to some music, then all of a sudden caught by surprise and started defending himself, man. Threw up them hands real quick and started giving it to him, you know what I'm saying? And then Wall getting shot. Then finally just dropped down, man. All right, but wait, just wait till the Most High put that spirit on Judah, man. All right, and you already see, like, with this COVID, man, they releasing some of these prisoners and whatever, whatnot, you know. Maybe they ain't, you know, get fucked over by Edomite that type of way or whatever, whatnot, but that court system fucked them over, man. You know, and they ain't gonna forget about all these things, man. All right, so guess what? When the Most High put that spirit on Judah, bro, there ain't no stopping Judah, bro. And the rest of the tribes gonna fall in line right after that, man. Let me read that again. Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power, man. So, hey, man, no matter how mad you think you can get, how mad and upset you think you are, what you would do to these Edomites and whatever, bro, that ain't shit, bro. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you ain't, it's nothing, none of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on this face of this earth right now is mad enough about this, and you ain't got enough anger for this. The Most High is gonna have to put his spirit onto you, and then you gonna wind up devouring these goddamn Edomites, man. All right, because the Most High seen this through every how do I say, generation that came up. You just remember certain things here and there, man. You see what I'm saying? But you only see certain stories in certain cases, man. All right, but the Most High see everything, man, and he remembers all these things, man. All right, he said, I have long time holding my peace, man. All right. Let me continue on. I don't want to take up too much time with this here video. Ezekiel 35:5, it says, oh, man. Let me just start at verse 3. I might have to read this all the way through. Verse 2, it says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, which is, you know, basically like saying Edom, or like, for instance, you know, you read in the scriptures, Mount Zion represents the nation of Israel. Mount Seir represents the nation of Edom, Esau, Edom, all right? So it says, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee and make thee most desolate. And that's what you're starting to see right now. That's why all these European nations, even though the so-called coronavirus started in China, man, let's just say it was a trap or a snare that Esau put out there for the Moabites. But guess what? It backfired and is devouring these Edomites, man. It didn't collapse their goddamn economy, man. All right? Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Why? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Real quick, I got to grab this, man. This is Genesis 27:41, or 40 and 41. Or 41 and 42, it says, and Esau, the so-called white man, hated Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. All right, because see, this was before he was born. All right, Jacob was the chosen one, not Esau. Esau was put to the side. All right, but Esau, being a sore loser, all right, he just wound up just having a perpetual hatred, man. All right, because he was created to be the wicked, man. All right. It says, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Their father was Isaac. So if you could just imagine how far back in time Isaac walked this earth, when he was on his deathbed, this is what the so-called white man at that point in time said in his mind, man. I'm going to slay my brother Jacob. And it's been going on all the way into this same very day. You watching it, man. It's going on to this same exact day today, man. All right? And this is why we was just reading for thy perpetual hatred, man. You had this ongoing hatred, man. This is the foundation of racism, man. It's not that they don't like us because of our because we got so-called black skin, man. All right? I mean, they fucked the Africans over too, but it ain't because of that, man. All right? And the so-called Latinos or whatever, whatnot, because hey, a lot of them look like those Elamites and shit like that, and they don't really treat them like that, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the, you got a lot of the Northern Kingdom that's actually got so-called white skin or really, really light skin that look like these damn Edomites, man. All right, so it ain't about the skin color, man. It's about the spirit that's inside of you, man. All right, Esau has this perpetual hatred against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and you're going to soon realize that, and the Most High going to raise that spirit upon you, man. All right, and when the Most High do, he going to let your ass loose on these people, man. All right, verse 42. Let me go back to the end of verse 27. It says, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, was told to Rebekah, and she called Jacob her younger son and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, does comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. All right, so just like you got a baby, all right, in order, baby is crying and shit like that, all right, in order to comfort the baby, he want a couple things. Either his diaper dirty, need a diaper change, or he want a bottle. Right now, if the baby is hungry, you give him the bottle, and that's going to comfort the baby. All right, so it's like saying giving the baby the bottle. In this scenario, in order to give Esau the bottle to stop him from crying, what does he want to do? Kill his brother Jacob, man. This is what he has in mind, man. All right, and you seeing it being manifested to the same very day today, man. The same exact day, man. All right, you seen it in the video, man. They devised a lie about him that he's stealing, all right, whatever, whatnot. Then planned and plot, set up a roadblock in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? Got a gunner in the back of the truck and another gunner hiding around the truck, so he just run up. Jake just don't know what's going on, run around the truck or whatever, whatnot. Then all of a sudden, he start getting shot at and having to defend himself, man. All right. Let me go back to Ezekiel 35. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because I has had a perpetual hatred, man. An ongoing hatred, man. And they ain't never stop, man. Just like how the moon and the sun is in perpetual motion, man. It ain't gonna never stop, man. All right. This is how Esau's perpetual hatred is, man. All right. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, which you just seen that happen in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Jake is free to be running around the damn neighborhood like that, man. That's his neighborhood. It ain't like he a runaway slave or nothing like that. He ain't running from the plantation, running from the police, or escape from prison or nothing like that. He didn't just rob a bank. He running around his own residential neighborhood getting exercise, man. All right, this is, I can't judge Jake or whether he was righteous or wicked or what the fuck he was doing, but obviously Jake ain't on the corner selling drugs and no shit like that, man. Jake is just out here just jogging, getting some exercise, man. All right. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right, and that's what you're starting to see. These curses starting to cleave on Esau, man. They killing themselves. All right, they got them Salak. They killing themselves. They getting this so-called coronavirus, man. They drinking themselves to death, man. All right, all kind of different things. They on these opioid overdoses, the epidemic and everything like that. With that, Esau is getting hit on all ends right now, man. But it's going to get turned up 1,000 times worse, man. All right, Esau ain't, this is why, I believe that the Most High, this is me speaking as a man, that the Most High done started putting that fear on Esau, all right, and is waking him up to the things that he did in the past, man, and that the fear that the Most High is coming, like they can just, like they dreaming about Yahweh Shah returning and knowing what the fuck they done did, man. All right. Verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and his hills and his valleys, and all thy rivers, and they shall fall that are slain with the sword. All right. And I will make thee a perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and you shall know that I am Yahweh, man. These heathen gonna know the Most High, man. But they're gonna be like 2/3 of Jake, man. They're gonna have to learn after death by pain, man. Even more than that, because the Most High say, hey, he killing and he make alive, man. The Most High finna put you goddamn Edomites to death and bring your ass back to life in the kingdom of heaven, man. But you're gonna be serving 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man. You gonna serve double what the hell you done gave us, man. All right. Verse 10. Because thou hast said these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas Yahweh was there. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee, man. All right? Out of that anger and out of that envy you had, man. Again, look back at that video, man. Judah just running up the damn block, having some exercise in his normal neighborhood that he normally does this in, and Esau is like, didn't have his last little string. Our country's falling, these goddamn blah, 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 so on and so forth. He just pulled up him and his homies and shit and his son and blasted Judah, man. All right? And because they felt like they can get away with it, man. And the rest of the Edomites in the court system just like, no, we can't persecute him right now. We can't even arrest him right now, whatever, whatnot, man. You know? They videotaped it. And another thing they said was not only did they videotape it, before this got, you know, so-called exposed on social media to the so-called black celebrities or whatever, whatnot, that wound up pushing for this, and then it blew up in the news and the media like that. All right, these Edomites was passing it around, they homies and shit like that, laughing and so on and so forth, man, just like they did back in the olden days, man. All right, with the postcards of hanging Jake in the trees and shit like that. You see our signs out there, man. Those are all they old school postcards, man. That was the first Instagram, man. They over here, you know, they will take pictures of Jake being lynched, burned. You know, that's where they get the term picnic and barbecue from. They would pick a nigga and barbecue his ass, man, chain him to a tree and burn his ass up, man. All right, and take a picture of the shit and everything like that and send it to their homies, man. All right, they would cut Jake rods off and put it in a jar and send it to their homies and shit, man, as a souvenir, man. You know what I'm saying? Indian scalping, gad and all that, man. All right, most I ain't forgot about this shit, man. All right, this, and you know, a lot of our people be having their stomachs turn when we bring out certain scriptures about what's finna happen to Esau, but nah, bruh, you really just don't know your history, man. All right, that's why the Most High gonna have to put his spirit on your ass, man. All right, it says, therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. Basically, I was like, fuck these niggas, man. We gonna roll on these niggas. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do with these niggas. They ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas anyway. They only are slaves anyway, man. Who these niggas is, man? Fuck y'all think it is, man? No, man. No, man. Hey, man, we the sons of God, man. We the children of Israel, man. Verse 13. Thus with your mouth have you boasted against me. See, that's what he says. Thus with your mouth have you boasted against me. All right? Because you had spoken these blasphemies against the mountains of Israel, man. Which means, Israel means the prince of the power, man. You talking about the Most High's kids, man. Imagine, you know, any of you Jakes, you know what I'm saying, send your little kids to elementary school, middle school, or whatever, whatnot, or high school, you know what I'm saying, or maybe not high school. Your kids probably be to put their hands on the teachers, but you send your kid to elementary school or some shit like that. Kid come home crying because you'd have found out that the teacher came up and just slapped the shit out of your child, man. What you think you finna go do to Esau, man? Go up to that school. You finna air that bitch out, man. All right? But guess what? It says, thus with your mouth have you boasted against me and multiplied your words against me, and I've heard them. All right? It says, verse 14, it says, thus saith Yahweh power, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. As thou did rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. All right? 3 times the Most I say, you shall know that I am Yahweh, man. You're going to know that there's a God amongst the children of Israel, man, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're going to know that we have a spiritual power, man. You got a physical power, man. You living by the sword, man, and your power was given unto you by our power, man. You see what I'm saying? And he's about to send his son to take that sword away from your ass, man. About to devour your ass, man. About to let Jake run loose. Let me grab that real quick. These Edomites think it's all fun and games to Jake goddamn get in the spirit, man, and go ham on these niggas, man. Micah 5 and 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the son of man. All right, just like when you wake up in the morning, your grass is all wet because the dew done fell down on the grass and everything like that, man. You know, the whole lawn is all wet, man. Whole lawn is soaked pretty much from the dew, man. All right, you try walking through the damn yard early in the morning with your socks on, man. See, don't your whole socks be soaked all the way through, man. Jake got a saying in the world saying, hey, I'm going to be all on that ass like white on rice, man. This is what the Most High saying, man. The remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people. All right, pretty much it says it's dew from Yahweh as the showers upon the grass. All right, that tarrieth not for man nor waiteth for man, but it says You know, you can translate it as the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as white on rice, man. All right, and doing what? And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through both treadeth down and teareth in pieces and none can deliver, man. Hey, man, the Most High finna let Jake loose on these people, man. It's gonna be like the goddamn, that one thing they do to the bull run. When all these people be running, they let the bulls loose, man. Your ass get caught, them bulls, they ain't gonna stop, bro. It's like a juggernaut, man. They just gonna run slap through your ass, man. And goddamn tear your ass apart, man. This is what's finna happen, man. All right, this is what the Most High is about to raise, you know, starting with Judah, all right, the so-called Negroes. The Most High about to raise their ass up, man, and they finna start running through you goddamn heathens, man. All right? Let me grab one more. We're gonna close out, man. Jeremiah 51:19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them. He is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are a nation above all the other nations on the face of the earth, man. All right? Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, for thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. All right? Holy means separate. All right? For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. All right? We are above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. All right? Amos 3:1. Hear this word that Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, only you have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquities. So the Most High is only dealing with the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? So let's go back to Jeremiah 51:19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. All right, so this is how the Most High is, but what the Most High is about to use to start running. Well, he's going to use a lot of different things to run through these Edomites and these other nations, but one of the tools he got is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It says, thou art battle axe, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee, all right, I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. So the Most High is about to use these, or use you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the children of Israel, to goddamn devour all these other nations, man. All your enemies that devoured you, he about to use you to devour their ass, man. And be on in the midst of many people, all these heathen nations, is you know, basically white on rice, or the dew from heaven, man. He about to use you as his battle axe and weapons of war to run through these damn nations and destroy these nations, man. Verse 23. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee I will break in pieces the captains and the rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. All right, so look, this is dealing, you know, with the Chaldeans. This is talking about Babylon is talking about America, man. All right, and chiefly these Edomites, man. Look, the Most High says he's gonna basically recompense them, you know, for all the things they done done unto you, man. All right, we keep reading this over and over and over again. And the Most High is gonna finally pay these damn Edomites back. Let me keep reading. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. What nation destroyed the whole earth, man? All right, it's these so-called, or it's these Edomites. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. And they shall not take up a stone for a corner, nor a stone for a foundation, but thou shalt be desolate forever. And this is what the Most High is about to do, man. The Most High is about to wipe these Edomites off the face of the earth, man. But first, they got to serve 1,000 years of captivity, hardcore bondage, man. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth and never will. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, and pushing the truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed, edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.